Hi friends, Miss Rusink here with another daily challenge. Today we're going to get into a little bit of math and begin with my mystery box. So today I've put one object inside of the mystery box and I want you to guess what's inside. Listen, use your listening ears, and then you're going to make a guess of what you think is inside of our box. Let's give it a listen. So what could it be? If you're around your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, or if it's just you, go ahead and say out loud, what is your guess? What do you think is inside the box? And if you have a guess, I want you to tell that person why. Why do you think that's inside of this box? Why is that your guess? We're going to take a look and see what is inside. What do you see? What was it? You know what? It kind of reminds me of an ice cream cone a little bit. And you know what, friends? That's what this is called. It's called a cone. And this cone is called a 3D shape. It's one of our 3D shapes. Let's look at our I can statement for today. Our I can statement says, I can recognize 3D shapes. So these shapes up here are not 3D. These shapes are called 2D. They are flat and you cannot pick them up. But this shape that we just found in our mystery box is 3D. This is a shape that I can pick up with my hands. It's not flat like these shapes on the board. So we're going to be recognizing and searching for different 3D shapes today, okay? I'm going to teach you guys some chants so we can learn the different 3D shapes. The first one is a cube, and I'm going to show you one. Sometimes we use dice in our class to play games, and they're also shaped like a cube. This is a cube. I see lots of squares on the cube. That's the shape I see all around. But it's 3D because I can pick it up. Cube. Cube, cube. What's your clue? I'm like the ice you drop in your Mountain Dew. So I want you to pretend you have an ice cube in your hand and you're dropping it in your Mountain Dew. Can you show me that and say cube? Ready? Cube. So a cube is like an ice cube that you drop in your Mountain Dew. Our next 3D shape is a pyramid. Pyramid, pyramid. What's your clue? I'm like the house the Egyptians walked through. And we're going to pretend that we're Egyptians walking through the pyramids where they used to live. You're going to put one hand going this way and the other hand behind you. Pyramid, pyramid. What's your clue? I'm like the house the Egyptians walked through. So that's our motion for pyramid. Let's look at our pyramid and see what 2D shapes we can find on it. What shapes do you see on the pyramid? What shape is that? I see a square, and also on the front I see a triangle, lots of triangles. So lots of 2D shapes on the pyramid. Our next 3D shape is called a sphere. A sphere. It looks like a circle, but a sphere is a 3D shape. You can pick it up. It's not flat like our circle that we draw on the board, right? And a sphere is like a soccer ball or a basketball, something you can pick up, a bouncy ball. That's what a sphere is, or an orange or an apple. Let's say the chant for sphere. Sphere, sphere, what's your clue? I'm like the soccer ball you kick with your shoe. So for this one, you're going to want to stand up when you say it. Okay, let's try it together. Sphere, sphere, what's your clue? I'm like the soccer ball you kick with your shoe. And then you can show me a kicking motion if you're standing up. That always helps me to remember what a sphere is. And the next one is what we found inside of our mystery box. Let's try to read it together. O is using its superpower. It's saying its name O. Ready? K-own. Cone. Cone, cone. What's your clue? Don't let the ice cream drip on you. So pretend you have an ice cream cone you're holding in your hand and the ice cream is starting to drip. Don't let the ice cream drip on you. So remember the cone that we saw. What 2D shapes do you see on the cone? If you look at it straight on, it kind of looks like a triangle. Then what shape do you see on the bottom of the cone? I see a circle. It's got 2 different shapes in it. Good, so that's a cone. Oh, I like this word a lot. I may add this word to my word box. I love this one. It's cylinder. Can you say that? Cylinder. Yep, and our cylinder looks like this. What shapes do you see on the cylinder? I see a rectangle when I look at it like this, but when you turn it this way, what do you see? A circle. Yeah. Cylinder, cylinder, what's your clue? I look like a can of chicken noodle soup. Okay, so for this one, I want you to pretend you have a bowl and a spoon, and you're gonna go for cylinder, okay? So that's the motion you're gonna make when you say this chant. Cylinder, cylinder, what's your clue? I look like a can of chicken noodle soup. Okay, for cylinder. Some of you guys might have a lot of these cans in your house or in your pantry. So maybe impress your parents or your brother or sister by telling them those cans are cylinders. That's the 3D shape that cans are. And the last one is kind of a long name. It says rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. And I think I have one here to show you. Kind of small. What shapes do you see on the rectangular prism? This is a rectangle, right? I see a rectangle when it's turned like this. But what about when I turn it this way? Now what do you see? Now it's a square. So there's rectangles and also squares. And this reminds me of something I've been using a lot lately, and it's a tissue box. Let's listen to the chant. Rectangular prism, what's your clue? I'm like the box of tissues when you say, achoo. You can practice sneezing into your arm, achoo. Try it with me. Rectangular prism, what's your clue? I'm like the box of tissues when you say, achoo. So that's a rectangular prism. So those are all of our 3D shapes, friends. We're going to go through them one more time, and then I have a story to read you with some different 3D shapes in them. Ready? Say and show me the motion that goes with it. Cube. Pyramid. Sphere. For this one, you can stand up and pretend you're kicking a soccer ball. Sphere. Cone. Remember, don't let the ice cream drip on you. Cone. Cylinder. Eat your chicken noodle soup. Cylinder. Rectangular prism. Ready? Achoo. So those are all of our 3D shapes. Remember our I can statement. I can recognize 3D shapes. The story that we're going to read today is called Jack the Builder. And you can see a lot of 3D shapes on the cover. Jack is building with some 3D shapes. A lot of you guys were building with 3D shapes in our block area of our classroom. And some of you could find some 3D shapes at home to build with as well. Let's read this story today and search for some 3D shapes. Jack the Builder, that's our title. And it's written by Stuart J. Murphy. He's the author, and it's illustrated by Michael Rex. Michael Rex made all the pictures. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Jack has a great big pile of blocks. He can stack them, pile them, build them high. Just 2 blocks can build a robot toy to play with. So he used those 2 blocks to build a robot. I think he used his imagination a little bit to pretend that that was a robot. Jack has 2. He'll put 1 more on top. 2 and 1 more is 3. Looks like he's adding 1. 3 blocks can be, let's see what he makes 3 blocks into. A hot dog stand to get a treat. So he made that into a hot dog stand. Jack has 3. Now he'll add 2 more. So 3, 4, 5. What 3D shapes did he just add? What are those? These 2 are cylinders, like the can of soup. 5 blocks will make, let's see what he makes. A ferry boat out on the sea. Oh, take a look at that. What are the cylinders? What did he use the cylinders for? To let the smoke off the boat, huh? Jack has 5. This time he'll add 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like he added 3 rectangular prisms. Remember, they look kind of like Kleenex boxes. 8 blocks look like a lookout tower to watch for planes. It's getting taller and taller. Jack has 8. He'll put 4 more on top. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And these are also rectangular prisms, just on their side. 12 blocks can be the tallest building in the world. Wow, look at that. It's a very tall building. Jack has 12. Now he'll add 5 more. So start at 12, add 5 more. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So he's adding a cone and a cylinder and 2 cubes and a rectangular prism. 17 blocks become, what do you think that is? A rocket ship. Ready for takeoff now. It says blast off. That's a very tall rocket ship he built. No more rocket ship. No more building. No more tower. No more boat. No more hot dog stand. Not even a robot friend. Nothing but a pile of blocks. What happened to his block tower? Or his rocket ship? Looks like it fell over, and that happens sometimes. Maybe it was time to clean up. So Jack can start again. There he is, building again. What do you think he started building this time? The end. So friends, maybe you have some blocks at home. You have some 3D shapes around your house that you could build with. So that's something that you could try today. Try searching for some 3D shapes around your house or some blocks to build something with like Jack did. Another challenge for today right here is dish soap silly putty. So I put in a recipe for you guys to make. Only 2 ingredients, super, super easy silly putty. So I thought that would be a fun experiment to try today, along with searching for some 3D shapes. Just click on that blue link. Friends, I hope that you have an awesome day, and I'm so excited to show you some of my challenges the rest of the week. I miss all of you so much, and I hope you have a great day.